What's up, everybody? Double Daddy here from tokenpathways.com. How are you doing today? Hope this video finds you well. Hope the weather's great wherever you are. And I hope that we can have an awesome few minutes together during our daily crypto conversations. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Come find us on X, Discord, YouTube, or the website, tokenpathways.com. Drop us an email if you like. And let us know what you think of what we're saying, or let us know what you think we should be covering. So jumping right into that, let's have a look at our first article today from bitcoinist.com. BBVA's crypto call, wealthy investors are encouraged to allocate up to 7% of their portfolios into Bitcoin. Spanish bank BBVA now recommends that its affluent clients allocate 3 to 7% of their investment portfolios to cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, BTC. This announcement was made by Philip Meyer, head of digital and blockchain solutions at BBVA Switzerland. So I can remember in the last few years, at first it was allocate 1% of your portfolio, then it was allocate 2% of your portfolio to crypto, Bitcoin, and other things like this. I remember I can't remember the name of the bank, but there was a bank that was, or an investment firm that was suggesting 5%. And it's been interesting to watch this. I may do a video on it just to show you the timeline on traditional investors recommending allocations, because now we're at 3 to 7%. Now, they're saying affluent clients, but folks, you are as affluent as you want to be. So if you're investing for yourself in crypto, or if you're investing into your own portfolio and you manage it, you can control the percentage of this yourself. And personally, I think the percentage of my portfolio needs to be higher than 3 to 7%. So, go back to the article. Meyer shared his insight during the Digi Assets conference in London, indicating that the bank began advising its clients on Bitcoin investments as early as September 2022. He noted that clients with a higher risk appetite, BBVA is willing to endorse a digital asset allocation of up to 7%. So it's 2025, and we're hearing that if you want some risk in your portfolio, 7% allocation into Bitcoin/crypto, according to the BBVA. It says this marks a significant evolution in the bank's approach. However, other banks have been doing this, and other investment vehicles have been doing this for some time. This article continues to highlight Bitcoin's recent high in May, and it's a bit of a background on it in the past few years. So despite this increased interest for crypto, many private banks typically execute client requests to buy crypto, which is relatively rare for them to actively recommend such investments. And that's true. But again, we're in a new, or at least one of the newest financial spaces. So to watch regulated adoption, or rather to watch regulated institutions participate in these levels of adoption, there we go. That is, it's one of the positives of being able to observe the space as it is right now. So it's nice to see bigger players coming to the table. It's nice to see that these bigger players are publicly endorsing the space. They do say they have plans for more digital asset investments. Currently, the bank's investment advice focuses on Bitcoin and Ethereum, with plans to expand recommendations to include additional crypto later this year. So you have a chance to front-run BBVA if you do your own research and you have a reasonable grasp of what it takes to succeed in the space. This is another company that's announcing their intention, and you, as a person or as a small entity, can jump in front of them and the United States and all these other companies that are trying to buy crypto while convincing us to look the other way. We see today that, we'll head over here. We've got, it looks like not a fantastic day, not a great day, not a terrible day, but we see a lot of red. And that turns a lot of people off to the market when you look at that every day. And it's not like that every day, but when you look at that instantly, your brain turns off a little bit. So they're doing a good job of accumulating on the sly. If you're not, maybe not on the sly, but if you're not looking at the on-chain transactions and you're not looking at the on-chain wallet accumulations, then you are missing information here that you definitely want to have. All right, I think that's going to end it for that article. We're going to head over here. I've got the same article twice. That's fun. Let's read it over here. If you think XRP can't hit $10,000 per token, you're already priced out of the future, says a particular pundit. And this particular pundit, his name is Pumpius. He argues in a series of tweets that macroeconomic instability, the rise of real-world asset tokenization, and Ripple's expanding institutional infrastructure all point to XRP playing a central role in an impending financial reset. So rather than read this article, let's just head over to the tweets. So here we go. This isn't hopium, it's math, markets, and macroeconomics. Let's walk you through the biggest monetary reset in human history and why XRP sits right at the center of it. So the dollar's melting. This is a verifiable fact. Quietly since 1971, the USD has lost over 96% of its purchasing power. Meanwhile, the U.S. national debt is $34+ trillion, with interest payments crossing $1 trillion a year. I can't visualize $1 trillion a year, let alone $34 trillion. Suffice it to say, this is turning into monopoly money and it's becoming unsustainable. So to survive, the Fed must print more USD, which means each one is worth less. If you're not looking at the screen, we've got the dollar's worth in purchasing power. And it's showing it vastly decreasing since 1971. Now, there's dips and peaks in this chart, but there's no peaks after 1971. Real-world asset tokenization, or RWA, equals trillions of dollars. We've got entities like BlackRock, Citi, HSBC, and JP Morgan. They're all entering the tokenization space. And estimates suggest that by 2030, we'll have $16 to $30 trillion in tokenized assets. Again, I can't fathom that number. It's too big for my lizard brain to wrap my head around. These assets are going to need interoperability, compliance rails, and fast liquidity. And XRP is engineered for this. Instant cross-border settlements at scale. Institutional infrastructure is already in place. RippleNet equals 300 plus banks and I'm going to say financial investors. ODL equals active corridors on 6 continents. The RLUSD is a regulated stablecoin with XRPL having the XRPL native programmability. Ripple custody equals securing institutional grade digital asset flows. This isn't a startup, folks. This is a significant company. It is a behemoth in the space. XRP isn't just a coin. It's a liquidity layer. In a tokenized world, every asset needs settlement. Stocks, bonds, carbon credits, central bank digital currencies, even your identity. All of this is going to exist on chain, and XRP provides atomic settlement, interoperability across chains and borders, micropayment capability, a native DEX plus escrows plus hooks. There is everything you need on this blockchain. The $10,000 math, it's not about speculation, it's about monetary velocity. Now, there's been a lot of talk about monetary velocity, and we might talk about it again tomorrow, but for now, let's look at these selectively chosen facts, but they're pretty impressive facts nonetheless. So if XRP captures 10% of the global FX market, approximately $7.5 trillion daily, 10% of the tokenized real-world asset flows, and 5% of the global debt market clearance, at even a modest velocity multiplier with a V equaling 10, a supply-shocked, deflationary XRP can mathematically justify 4 to 5 figure prices, meaning minimum $1,000 per token. So I am not a mathematician. I am a regular person with a decent amount of somewhat, relative financial training, along with some experience. And a lot of that I just read didn't make sense to me. But that's okay. Not all of this needs to make sense to me. I was reading another article earlier today where they talked about velocity in a different way. And they were talking in terms of if velocity turnover is, I think it's 20 times in the year, then we're looking at a token price of about $4. But if the token turns over twice, then we were looking at a price of over $40. So I might bring that article to you tomorrow. But the point of what I'm saying here is there's a lot of articles coming out on XRP, a lot of pundits coming out on their analysis of XRP, and you're seeing specifically chosen facts. So can we justify a 4 to 5 figure XRP today? No, we cannot. However, I'm not saying this thesis isn't sound. I'm just saying it needs more time to play out. So let's jump right back into it. For the conclusion, the verdict, if you're still pricing XRP in terms of hype, you're missing the point. Again, I agree with that statement as well. This is about systemic rails, institutional liquidity, and global infrastructure reset. The market isn't ready, but you can be. Nice hook at the end. $10,000 XRP isn't crazy. What's crazy is ignoring the setup. So, looking at a 7-tweet analysis for the thesis of a $10,000 XRP, I mean, it's, from what I gleaned from it, it sounds good. Did I understand all of it? No, I didn't. So let's have a look back at the article and see if there's anything we can add to it. So the macro perspective is there, the dollar devaluation, debt exceeds 34 trillion. This can unlock a larger share of the global, okay. This is just a summary. There it is, 16 to 30 trillion. What Ripple offers, yeah, I'm not seeing any new information here. This is a summary of tweets. Not adding a whole bunch. Well, okay. They're adding if the price goes from 220 today to 10,000, that would represent an extraordinary growth of approximately 454,445%. So that's a little unsustainable to look at as a financial investment. And I mean, if you're looking at over a 25-year investment, sure, let's look at it that way. So there's a lot of XRP news today. There's also articles that I'm not going to show you that involve the SEC and XRP and Ripple coming together and trying to discuss with each other proposed settlement arrangements. They have submitted one to Judge Torres to try and settle appropriately so that they can end the case and move on. So it seems like XRP is everywhere. XRP ETFs are all the chitter chatter. We're seeing articles like this on where the price could go. XRP is in the news every day. Not a surprise. This token is going places. This company is going places. So we've highlighted that, there's not a lot of market movement today. We've highlighted that a bank is telling its wealthy clientele to allocate more money into Bitcoin. We've looked into a thesis into a $10,000 XRP. and I duplicated one of the articles. So let's just say today is a usual, normal, everyday in crypto. There's an article out saying today that JP Morgan is launching a stablecoin product. I think it's called JD. I think I'll look into it. And that's a really big about face. I remember at one point in our history, JP Morgan was one of the biggest anti-Bitcoin entities, and they've come a long way in their education and Bitcoin journey. So credit to them. We're seeing more and more companies enter the stablecoin space, and you have to wonder, at what point are we going to regulate these? Because do we need more than, I don't know, do we need more than 10? Do we need more than 5? Well, let's just say 10. Do we need more than 10 companies representing stable units of the United States dollar, or the standard unit of measurement right now? I don't think that we need, 50 of them or 100 of them. Maybe 10's not the number. Maybe it's higher, maybe it's lower. But my point here is that there's only one United States dollar. So why do we need more than umpteen digital representations of it? I am involved. I do want to share with you a little bit. I am involved in the digital collectible space. And one of my favorite projects, I do talk about it on the channel infrequently, is a project by Dapper Labs called Disney Pinnacle. Now, this project was in closed release for, I would say, approximately 18 months. And basically what it is, it's recently come out of closed release. So if you head over to disneypinnacle.com, you too can join in on this project. And what it is digital pin collecting. So if you're a Disney fan and you know anything about Disney pins, you understand that that's pretty big business, and it's a marketplace and an economy all on its own. So we found, or I found, a very friendly community. You can certainly access this community on their Discord. There's a great community there to support you on your journey if you want to collect these digital collectibles. It's run by a very reputable company called Dapper Labs. They've got the official partnership with Disney, and if you are going to collect anything that is at the tip of the spear, Disney's probably one of the safest bets you can run with. So you have a chance now to go collect digital collectibles. If you have Disney Plus and you live in the United States, you actually have a perk. One of your Disney Plus perks is that you go and you'll get a free $10 open edition Disney Pinnacle pin once a month as part of your Disney Plus membership. And I believe if you claim it quickly, you get either, I don't remember if it's a $10 or a $25 Dapper credit to spend in their ecosystem. So, I mean, if this is something that you want, or if this is something that you might normally gravitate towards, then you know what? Disney Plus just became free for you if you live in the United States, which is great. So if you look at the screen right now, you'll see I've got a screenshot of Token Pathways on the YouTube. The fourth video from the left, or the second from the right, you'll see a little bit of my Hercules collection from the Disney Pinnacle app in that screenshot. So once you download the app and you check it out, you'll understand that that's the right one. You're in the right spot. And I think I'll probably shut up about Disney Pinnacle right now. But you're welcome, Dapper Labs. There's a free shout out to you guys. I love this community. For me, this project is about community. If you're looking for some great online community, highly suggest you download Discord and you head over to the Disney Pinnacle server. This is a great, friendly, family-friendly space for you and your friends, your kids. You can all go, you can check it out. And I'll tell you right now, if you have young kids and you end up with the pins that have magic reveals, you'll have to look into the research. I'm not going to spell it all out for you here, but if you look into those magic reveals, your kids are going to go bananas for them. I promise you. So there's a little bit of digital ownership there. It's pretty cool. You're at the tip of the spear with digital collecting. There's different tiers for pricing. So depending on your budget, you can curate your collection. There's trading events. There's marketplace events. There's currently a Genesis Key event that's happening. It's free to download. It's free to participate in the Genesis Key event. So now's a great time to get into it. DisneyPinnacle.com. I'm not being paid to endorse it. I'm not being paid to endorse anything right now. But you should know that. And it's just my passion coming out here for it. So DisneyPinnacle.com, okay? XRP is your jam, apparently, when it comes to tokens that are going for, I don't want to say legitimization, but they really are. When the SEC is settling with them, boom, right? So we've got that. We've got Bitcoin allocation to wealthy clienteles. We've got Double Daddy's unofficial analysis of Disney Pinnacle. I hope you enjoyed the content. I hope you enjoyed the casual conversation I tried to have with you today. I know it's not the easiest thing to have a chat with somebody in the crypto space. And, I welcome that with you. So drop a comment, say hello, let me know what you want to talk about, what you want to cover. Find us on different social media, by all means. Wherever you're seeing this, like us, subscribe us, and talk to us. We'd love to hear from you. So thanks again for watching today. We love you. We fully support you on your journey into the digital space and the digital collectible journey, if that's your jam as well. Go out and be your very best selves, everybody. From your friendly neighborhood Double Daddy and tokenpathways.com, we want you to have a great day. Take care.